From the KJFM Radio Barn, this is Eagle 102. KJFM Louisiana Bowling Green, all day and all night. KJFM Eagle 102. Area high school softball is on the air. Every week, Eagle 102 brings you the best of area high school sports. On air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. Now to the diamond for high school softball on your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
And welcome to Clopton High School. Mark Fronick, Jim Ross getting ready for some Tuesday softball on KJFM. And the Clopton Lady Hawks welcoming in the Mark Twain Lady Tigers. Clopton coming off an interesting week. They had a big win over North Callaway on Tuesday. And then, or actually that was a couple weeks ago, but they had Silex on the ropes on Thursday. That's where I was trying to get to. Had that game slip away and then competed in the Bulldog Invitational on Saturday and didn't have the best of times there.
No, they've lost 3 of their last 4, as has Mark Twain. So neither one of these teams going in the right direction right now. So they'll use tonight to try and right the ship as we're a couple of weeks from districts. And they want to get things headed in the right direction before district play starts.
And do you think a tournament probably doesn't suit a team like Clopton that relies so heavily on their number one pitcher in Shannon Yates?
Yeah, possibly. You know, you got to have somebody that can back her up. It's hard, even though, as we've talked in the past, fast pitch doesn't put the strain on the arm as baseball does. 3 games for any one pitcher is a challenge. And you played on Thursday, had a day off, had 3 games on Saturday. And now you're back at it on Tuesday, but Yates will be back on the hill for the Hawks this afternoon.
We're going to have to skip along. It looks like they're going to start early here at Clopton like they usually do. So let's skip right into our keys to the game, brought to you by Vicky Cadwalder.
Well, they need to have positive things happen early, both teams. And whichever team has that happen, they'll probably win this game. Looking at the warm-ups, Clopton looked a little bit inspired. You know, they weren't moping around. Now Mark Twain, on the other hand, they kind of had a little bad news bears look during infield, so they need to step it up a little bit here in a hurry because we're about ready to roll, as you said. And of course, you know, you got to, as we've talked a bajillion times, don't give up extra outs, throw strikes, and put the ball in play.
Those are our keys to the game, brought to you by Vicky Cadwalder Real Estate. We'll have our starting lineups next on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Orff Construction, Prairie's Edge Garden Center, and Penrod Real Estate.
Hello, this is Mary Millen with Community State Bank of Missouri. Spring is here, and now is the perfect time to make those needed home improvements with a home equity line of credit from Community State Bank of Missouri. Stop by and visit with one of our loan officers today. They will help guide you through the HELOC process. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. The Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
Getting ready for Clopton and Mark Twain, and the Mark Twain Lady Tigers lineup. They're coached by Ross Parcell, assisted by Danny Wilson. They'll lead it off with the third baseman, number 22, Emily Evans. Then the first baseman, number 27, Kenley Epperson. Batting in the 3 spot is the catcher, number 13, Autumn Arndt. Then the shortstop batting cleanup, number 14, Taylor Martin. In the 5 spot is the pitcher, number 18, Bronwyn Harding. Then in the 6th spot is number 0, the center fielder, Audrey Ross. Batting 7th is the second baseman, number 24, Mariah Clements. Batting 8th, the right fielder, number 8, Autumn Armour. And batting 9th is the left fielder, number 5, Shaylynn Shepherd. Looks like they actually are going to do introductions on the field, so we can slow down just a little bit. For the Clopton Lady Hawks, they're coached by Tony Francis, assisted by Dalton McKinney and Caitlin Reed. They'll lead it off with the third baseman, number 15, Riley Kuntz. Batting second, the catcher, number 8, Danica Graham. In the 3 spot is the shortstop, number 24, Kelsey Schufer. Batting cleanup, number 22, the pitcher, Shanna Yates. In the 5 spot is the center fielder, number 7, Janaea Bazan. Then the 6th spot belongs to the second baseman, number 2, Madison Akers. Batting 7th, the first baseman today, number 4, Abby Daskalakis. Then the left fielder, number 23, Brooke Jarrett. And batting 9th is the right fielder, number 11, Brea Smith. So again, for the Tigers, it's Evans, Epperson, Arndt, Martin, Harding, Ross, Clements, Armour, and Shepherd. For the Lady Hawks, it's Kuntz, Graham, Shuford, Yates, Bazan, Akers, Daskalakis, Jarrett, and Smith. Those are your starting lineups. We've got softball coming up next on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Sharpshine Car Wash and Storage and Center Locker Service.
Bank of Louisiana ensures their customers are always in the know when it comes to their banking. Bank of Louisiana's top-of-the-line mobile banking service allows you to check account balances, review your account history, transfer funds. Plus, you can pay your bills all on one app. Call Bank of Louisiana for more information or visit bola.cc.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Did you know our agency currently offers over 30 programs and services to our communities? The Women, Infant, and Children's Program, infant through adult immunizations, car seat safety courses, diabetes counseling, and of course our amazing home health and hospice programs, just to name a few. Learn more by visiting our website at pikecountyhealth.org and see what services you and your family could benefit from.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, Buddy Bibb, or Kathy Gam at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service, but did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
The area's best coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Pike County Health Department. Home health and hospice, and all parts.
Set the defense for Clopton ahead of the first pitch. Brooke Jarrett in left, Janaea Bazan in center, Brea Smith in right. Riley Kuntz is the third baseman, Kelsey Schufer at short, Madison Akers at second base, and Abby Daskalakis over at first. Danica Graham behind the plate, and Shanna Yates completing her warm-up tosses before she pitches to Emily Evans.
Did I mention that it's July 15th?
Oh, my goodness. It is warm here.
It is smoking hot here at Clopton High School.
We're ready for softball.
You were worried about starting early. We're going to start late.
Right on time.
We'll be close.
Yeah. Usually they're about 8 minutes early here, and I thought the same thing, but they brought out the PA today. Something they didn't have last time. And the first pitch from Shanna Yates is up high for ball one, and we're underway right at 5 o'clock.
Yep, they are going to get it started at 5. A little rise ball to start out of the zone.
Evans.
We have a good location back here.
That one, just a little looping line drive between the shortstop and second baseman, landed, about 5 feet behind the bag for a base hit.
Yeah, a jam shot by Evans, but got enough of it to get it over the second base and put it in the exact right spot.
That was something that hurt Clopton against Silex, was just well-placed hits, or luckily placed hits. This one popped up, foul territory, giving it a look is Daskalakis, and she runs out of real estate, hits the sidewall in front of the Mark Twain dugout on the first base side.
And if you've never been here, this is a baseball field, so tons of room behind the plate and on the fair and foul territories on both sides, so a lot of space to catch those kind of foul balls.
0-1 the count to Kenley Epperson, and the next is low. Runner stays at first, and it's a 1-1 count.
Mark Twain averaging 4.6 runs per game, giving up 7.8. Lost last night to Community, 17-7.
This one grounded to the third baseman, trapped, and there's going to be no play.
It'll be an infield hit.
Coons had to go down to her knees to trap that ball, as it just was bouncing all over the place. Couldn't get up in time to get Epperson, and the first two have reached here for the Mark Twain Lady Tigers.
I think if she would have fielded that clean, she'd have been able to throw Epperson out, but she did not.
And the first pitch in for a strike to Autumn Arndt, the number 3 hitter. She wears number 13, bats from the right-hand side.
A lot of drop balls from Shanna Yates here in the early going.
The 0-1 popped up and out of play to the parking lot, and one hopper off an accord.
Yep, I thought about parking over there and thought better of it. You're still in semi-danger territory, however.
0-2 the count to Arndt, and the pitch from Yates is grounded foul past third.
It'll change up that time, and Arndt fouled it off. It was out of the zone, but actually got a pretty good piece of it down the left field line.
Jarrett gets it back in quickly, and it's still an 0-2 count here with 2 on, nobody out in the top of the first inning. That one goes back to the screen. Runners will advance.
You'll see a lot of that today on either wild pitches or pass balls. That'll go as a wild pitch. As I said, a lot of space.
Tons. 1 ball, 2 strike count.
Probably twice of what we see at all the other schools.
That one right back at you. And it's still a 1-2. Count to Arndt.
Haven't seen that good rise ball that starts at the belt and jumps up in the top of the zone yet from Yates.
Another 1-2 pitch. And she pulled the string on her. Gets the strikeout, and that's a big one.
That's what she needed. Could use another or a pop out.
That'll bring in the cleanup hitter, Taylor Martin. She's the shortstop.
Martin, a sophomore. First 3 hitters for Mark Twain, all seniors.
There's a strike called on the first pitch to Martin.
Nice low rise ball right down the gut.
0-1 pitch. Inside. Evens the count at a ball and a strike.
Yates working pretty fast.
The 1-1. Grounded to the second baseman. Will they get the out at first? Yes. A run will score. And it's 1-0 Mark Twain and our RBI ground out by Martin.
Played back, so gave up the run for the out. So runner on third with 2 outs. For the Lady Tigers, they lead at 1-0.
That'll bring in the pitcher, Bronwyn Harding, and she takes a strike to start her first at bat of the day.
That's a first name we haven't seen before. I haven't seen before. Brownwyn.
Bronwyn, Bronwyn Harding.
Yeah.
And there's a strike called that's 0-2.
Hawks can get out of this maybe with just minimal damage.
Got her. Second strikeout of the inning. Mark Twain leaves a runner at third, but they put a run past, and it's 1-0 after a half inning. Clopton coming up on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Sun Window Company, County Market in Vandalia, and Len Scherter Realty.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Pike County Memorial Hospital, Cellular and Satellite Center, and Abel's Quick Shops.
Set the defense for the Lady Tigers. It's Shaylynn Shepherd in left field, Audrey Ross in center, Autumn Armour is in right, Emily Evans is the third baseman, Taylor Martin the shortstop, Mariah Clements is the second baseman for the Tigers, and Kenley Epperson over at first. Autumn Art behind the plate, and Bronwyn Harding taking her warm-up tosses. She just sent one back to the screen.
She did.
And she is another one, and she's a little frustrated with her release point, it looks like, just in warm-ups.
Well, again, both these teams played last night. Clopton traveled to Ellsbury and lost 3-0. Don't really know who pitched last night, and Harding is just a freshman.
Kind of built like Howard from the Silex Lady Owls. Compact frame, kind of explodes to the plate.
Yes, she does. Now she can just find the zone, right?
She did on her last warm-up, and the balls come in. That'll head down to second. We're ready for softball, and Riley Kuntz makes her way to the plate.
She's got decent velocity.
Kuntz takes a couple of practice swings. Wears number 15, bats from the right-hand side. She's the third baseman. Batting leadoff for Clopton. And the first from Harding. Bounces and goes back to the screen, and it's a 1-0 count.
Well, if you were paying any attention to warm-ups, you probably just look for something right down the middle or don't swing.
1-0. Player in at the corners, straight away around the outfield. There's a strike called. There's that ball.
Right down the middle.
Yep.
Drop ball. Haven't seen anything but drop balls in the warm-ups so far from Harding.
1-1. The next to Kuntz. Inside, and it's 2 balls and a strike.
Well, had a little inside movement to it, screwballish like, if you will.
2 balls, 1 strike. That one low and in. 3-1. The next from Harding heads to the plate, and it's high for ball 4. Kuntz looked back 3 times and asked, are you sure?
Yeah, that was right down the middle,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
It was pretty good.
I think the umpire may have taken a little nap on that one.
Yep, that was right across the crest on the Clopton jersey.
To the chagrin of Harding.
Yeah.
He's having trouble finding the strike zone. You get one right there, you got to have that.
Brings in Danica Graham, the catcher for Clopton, and the first pitch she sees is a strike called.
You got to be ready for that. You know, you got a pitcher struggling. You know she's going to try and get ahead of you. She's going to try and throw it down the middle. You got to be ready to bust that pitch.
0-1. Fouled right back above our heads, and it's quickly 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Leadoff batter walked. She's at first base. Laid off that one, and it's a ball and 2-strike count.
Yeah, that might have been possibly supposed to have been an off-speed pitch, but lost it high in the zone.
The 1-2 fouled over the head of assistant coach Caitlin Reed. So Coach Reed coaching in the third base box today.
Dalton McKinney gets the boot today. He's over in the dugout.
Well, he's
Bench
close
coach,
to the dugout.
He's staying in the shade. That's what he's doing.
Uh-huh.
I'd like to join him over there.
1-2. Popped up. Playable for the first baseman, but it drops in foul territory. She kind of got herself twisted up a little bit looking into the sun. And new life for Danica Graham.
Yeah, that was straight over her left shoulder in foul territory. She needed to turn and run a little bit.
Or just back up about 5 spots, but she twisted herself up. That one misses, and it's 2-2. That's a good take there from Graham after that pop-up dropped.
I'd love to know what their codes are.
Uh-oh.
And she's picked off. Well, she got back.
Slow tag at first, and that allowed Kuntz to get back in.
Mercy.
Count goes full. They had her picked.
By several feet.
Payoff pitch, and she missed. Lost her. So Clopton having a fortunate bottom of the first inning.
So far. We talked about those hour and 30-minute games.
Yeah, we're not going to have one today.
That's not going to be today.
Brings in Schuford, and the first to Kelsey. Misses up high. I put that bat on my shoulder.
Oh, you're just looking for one right down the middle. She's struggling to find the zone. You got to be able to hit it way out there. Schuford's got a little pop in her bat.
1-0 pitch to Kelsey Schufer, and she takes a strike.
Right there. Right there.
But if it was a little on the inside half, probably not the pitch she was looking for. This one is crushed up the middle and into center field and through the center fielder and under the wall. That's a break for Mark Twain. Only one run will score.
So it'll be a single and an error on the center fielder, an RBI for Schuford. We're tied at 1.
And that brings in the pitcher Yates. Still nobody out. Runners at second and third.
I was about to say, I would like to know what their number codes are as you're ahead down in the count and the number's coming out. You got to protect, right? I don't care what number it is.
That one goes to the screen. Another run's going to come in. 2-1 Clopton. Into score is Graham. Over to third goes Schuford. And it's a 1-0 count. 2-1 in favor of the Hawks.
Yates been a pretty good stick all season.
The 1-0 to her is chopped to the shortstop. She had to wait on it, and the ball is thrown away. She couldn't decide if she was going to home or first and threw it in between.
That she did.
She was looking home, tried to throw to first. And ending up at second is Yates. The run comes across, and it's 3-1 in favor of the Hawks. They're going to bring a courtesy runner in for the catcher or pitcher Yates.
So we're going to call it an E5 or
E6.
E6.
Yeah.
But I think that would be an RBI because she would have scored even if the throw was to first. So the Hawks lead at 3-1.
And now the pitcher Harding has ditched the sunglasses that were under her mask.
Yeah, not really a fashion statement kind of day, is it?
Yeah. It is, however, a bright day, a hot day. And we'll see if
I pass out about the third, you just keep going.
We'll make it work. Brings in Bazan.
Lady Hawks averages 7.8 per game, giving up 2.6.
And a ball inside on the first pitch to Janea Bazan. Harding's next. Low and in. 2-0. I think the only way we're getting out of here in an hour and a half today is 15 after 3, if that's low, and it's 3-0.
Bazan, just a sophomore.
The 3-0 to Janea, right down the middle. She was taken all the way, and it's 3-1.
Looks like Harding might be having a little problem with her landing foot. Looks like she's sliding a little bit.
This one hit into center field and down for a hit. The runner had to make sure it got down. So advancing to third is Skylar Parker, the courtesy runner, and there's runners at the corners. Still nobody out. And Clopton still up 3-1.
Third, check that second hit of the inning. And Akers, the junior, will shortly have runners in scoring position.
Just found a soft spot in between the infielders and outfielders there, and a strike called on the first pitch to Madison Akers.
Bazan did not run to second for some mysterious reason.
0-1. Janea is running this time, and it's a bunt to the third baseman. Up with it, throw over, and they just get Akers at first base. Runner stayed at third. So now runners at second and third with just one out. And a little teaching going on there at third base. I think she was probably supposed to break with the pitch there.
Well, I don't know. I don't understand the bunting. You steal that runner to second, let her swing away, right?
Uh-huh. Here's Daskalakis.
They're not throwing to second with a runner on third and nobody out.
Abby takes a strike. There's one down, and this one is nubbed at the plate. Must have hit her.
Daskalakis, the only senior in the Lady Hawks starting lineup. So they'll have a bunch back next year.
Mm-hmm. This one grounded past the shortstop into right field. Another run comes in, and it's 4-1 in favor of Clopton. Still just one out, and runners at the corners again. Nice little stroke there right through the hole.
Yes, it was. And as they say, keep the line moving, right?
The lead is 3.
See what Brooke Jarrett has to offer this afternoon. Just a freshman.
And the first pitch to her. Almost hit her in the foot. Coming home, had a good roll, and she is out at the plate. Ooh, I thought she got the foot in.
Ooh.
But Bazan called out at home plate, and that's the second out. The home crowd doesn't like it.
I can't say that I blame them, actually. You're right. We had a great vantage point.
Maybe a little better than the home plate umpire.
Possibly.
2 down. Runner at second. And on the corner for strike 2. Excuse me. Strike 1. 1-1 the count.
Should be 1-1, yeah.
Yep. That one high and away, 2-1.
Yeah, Harding needs to dig out the landing hole. Anytime she slips a little bit, the ball goes high.
That one fouled off by Jarrett. And it's a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Runner at second, 2 down, 4 across for Clopton. They lead at 4-1. Jarrett digs back in, the number 8 hitter. And the 2-2 is hit to the second baseman, and making the catch on the fly is Mariah Clements to end the inning. Clopton leaves a runner at second, score 4 times, and after 1 full inning, lead the Mark Twain Lady Tigers 4-1 on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Missouri Farm Bureau agent Andy Smith, Carlin Northcutt, CPA, and South Lake Designs.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
At Central Bank of Audrey County in Vandalia, they realize your needs are diverse. That's why you need a bank that has a variety of options to serve you, from free checking accounts to so much more. Central Bank of Audrey County has the perfect solution for you. Remember, when it comes to banking, know that you don't have to go at it alone. Central Bank of Audrey County, friendly professional staff there to help you every step of the way. Stop by today. Central Bank of Audrey County, 1000 West Highway 54, Vandalia. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It'll be Ross leading things off, then Clements and Armour for Mark Twain here in the top of the second inning. They trail Clopton 4-1 after a pretty eventful first inning.
Yeah, a lot of stuff going on in both half innings, actually. But 4-1 for the Hawks.
This one put in play toward the gap, and it's going to take a couple of hops to the wall. Bazan tracks it down, gets it back into the shortstop, but it's a leadoff double for Audrey Ross. That's how you get back in a ball game.
Hit the middle of that one, didn't she? In the left center field gap. Good start for the Lady Tigers.
Brings in Clements. Mariah caught that looping liner to end the top of the first, and they call that a foul ball. I guess she made contact with it again.
Hit her foot, I believe. Her leg maybe when it bounced up.
It did take an odd hop.
Yes, it did.
0-1 the count to Mariah. There's a swing and a miss on the rise ball, and it's quickly 0-2.
That's the first time we've seen that up in the zone, and I love the late movement on that thing, as we talked about on Thursday.
0-2. Swing and a miss. Third strikeout already, and the first out here in the top of the second.
That should tell you something if you're whoever's calling the pitches. Which I'm guessing is coming from the bench.
Brings in Autumn Armour, and she takes one right down the middle for strike one. Where's number 8? And the number 8 hitter in this lineup.
And is a sophomore.
Could have gone triple eights if they would have put her in center field. There's a swing and a miss, pulled the string on her.
Yeah, nice change up that time. Yates now pulling out her whole arsenal.
The 0-2 wasn't chasing. That one rose in toward her chin. A ball and 2 strikes. The eyes got big on that one.
Yes, they did.
The 1-2, swing and a miss. Went back to the outer half, and Armour is down swinging.
Fourth strikeout for Yates.
Brings in the number 9 hitter, Shaylynn Shepherd.
She actually had a bunch in that Silex thing. Did she have double-figure strikeouts in that game?
I believe she
Thursday?
did. I think she had, what, 12?
She struck out 9.
Oh.
She struck out 9, yeah.
Swing and a miss as that one kept tailing up and away from Shepherd.
Shepherd just a freshman.
This one popped up and out of play. Past Mr. Yates. In the parking lot. 0-2, or excuse me, 1-2. Scoreboard says it is 0-2.
Mr. Yates not showing much agility.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a runner at second base, and that one is lifted. Daskalakis calls for it, but has it go off her glove in foul territory. She did everything right, but catch the ball.
Had a lot of spin on it. Didn't get both hands up there in time to corral it.
Still 0-2 to Shepherd. And this one is nubbed on the other line. Foul. Picked up by Kuntz and given back to her pitcher. Still no balls and 2 strikes. But Shepherd's battling in this number 9 spot.
Yes, she is. Runner in scoring position. Hawks lead it 4-1. We're in the top of the second inning.
Another 0-2. Fouled off again. Get that one straight back.
Yates is pumping strikes right now.
You pull the string on her here?
Pull the string or throw that rise ball again.
Another 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Went low in the zone for that one.
Just throw a hard drop ball and be done with it, right?
Graham.
Struck out the side.
Yeah, Graham threw it down to third, and their third baseman was already halfway to the dugout. So the leadoff double is wasted. They leave her at second base, and we played an inning and a half. Clopton up 4-1 on Mark Twain on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Clint Bowen Construction, Airco Convenience Centers, and Gypsy Soul Salon and Boutique.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repair. Hi, folks. My name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio, brought to you by Young Enterprises, Family Drug, and Brown Smokehouse Meats.
I was losing everything there during the break. Headphones flying off. But we're ready for softball here in the bottom of the second inning. And it'll be the 9-1 and 2 hitters for Clopton. Brea Smith leading things off, then Kuntz and Graham. And a strike called on the first pitch to Brea. She's a sophomore.
Moving down to the 9-hole. She was in the 2-hole against Silex.
Maybe trying to get the bottom of the order going.
Well.
Or get her going as she checked her swing on that one and took a strike. It's 0-2.
The rule of thumb in fast pitch softball is you want your 1 hitter and your 9 hitter to be leadoff hitters.
This one chopped to the shortstop. Backhanded by Martin. Throw across in time. Good play by Taylor Martin.
A couple steps to her left and made a strong throw.
That was the key to that out, the strong throw. So Smith retired. Now we're back to the top for Riley Kuntz.
Kuntz walked back in the first, as did Graham. The first 2 batters got on by the walk and both scored.
And the first pitch on its way, and that's a strike called as Harding starting to settle in a little bit, finding the zone more consistently.
And that she is.
That one travels high and away, and checking that landing spot again.
Every time she slides a little bit, that ball goes high.
Pulls off to the first base bag. That one low and in, and it's 2-1. Got to find Riley Kuntz a belt.
There's a couple of them that don't have belts. A couple of the freshmen. I'm not sure if that's from forgetfulness as a freshman or what.
That one travels high, and it's 3 balls and a strike to Kuntz. Ball pants just don't look right without a belt.
We're just going to blame it on being freshmen. How about that?
Okay. The 3-1, and that one's low for ball 4, and Kuntz will take a trip down to first base, and that'll bring in Danica Graham.
2 walks for Kuntz. We'll see if she wants to do any running.
Graham, the catcher, takes the ball high. And Kuntz was almost picked off in the bottom of the first inning.
She was.
The 1-0. This one is hit into center field, moving over and making the catch. Nice running catch for Audrey Ross. Back to first is Riley Kuntz, and there's 2 away.
Was a good play by Ross.
Got a good jump, kept her eye on it. And it brings in Kelsey Schufer.
Schufer singled with a bullet right up the middle in her first at bat.
Takes one on the outside corner. Good movement left to right on that pitch. 0-1. And the next is Schuford. This one chopped to the shortstop. She'll throw across, and good stretch, good trap there by Kenley Epperson to keep that from going to the screen and causing trouble. 6-3 on the putout. Clopton leaves a runner aboard, still lead 4-1 after 2 full innings on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Barton Bail Bonds, Cranka Metallurgical, and Beinhoff Funeral Homes.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
When someone is arrested, family and friends go into crisis mode. If the bail is set more than you or a family member can afford, then securing a bail bond is your best option. Jeff and Gayla Barton of Barton Bail Bonds in Hannibal are here to help you in your time of need. Barton Bail Bonds has served the area since 1992, and they offer affordable options for the unexpected. Life isn't always easy. Make Barton Bail Bonds in Hannibal your first call.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Quick bottom of the second inning for Clopton. They got the leadoff walk and left her there at first base. Actually, it was a one-out walk. Couple of ground outs.
Back to the top of the order for Mark Twain. Evans, Epperson, and Arndt.
Yates has that look like she's a little overheated today, you know? She just kind of looks like the heat's getting to her a little bit.
She's melancholy.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, relaxed.
Oh, okay.
Mellow.
She doesn't look as fresh as she usually does.
Well, you figure she probably pitched last night against Ellsbury.
We've seen her, I think every time we've seen her, it's been on the back half of back-to-backs.
Yeah. And she's obviously got the ability to do that. But you do that all year, you kind of get a little more melancholy and tired.
Mm-hmm. So it'll be Evans leading things off. And she pops it up. Behind second base, second baseman moving back, and she drops it. Akers commits the error, and the leadoff batter is on. It's a hard sun field today.
It is, but they just have, we've talked about this. When the ball's hit over your head as an infielder, you have to turn and run first. They're trying to look and run, and it's your head's bobbing, and it's just almost impossible.
Brings in Kenley Epperson, and she hits it in the air. No infield fly was called on that.
Well, because there's not first and second.
Yeah.
Are you a Major League Baseball umpire or what?
That's the first out.
What a day to do that.
Yeah.
Speaking of our Cardinals, they're going for 17 in a row tonight.
And the wild card clincher. That one fouled off. Because Cincinnati won yesterday, they're technically still alive.
Yeah. I can't imagine.
And they hold the tiebreaker on the Cardinals.
Can't imagine Cardinals won't win one game out of the next, 6 they have left.
Swing and a miss. That's a real good pitch there.
A little low rise that time. First time we've seen that. Boy, if she can get to where she can throw that, with everything else she's got, she'll be hard to hold.
Autumn Arndt looking to get on. And this one is chopped to the shortstop. Out at second. That's all they'll get is the lead runner. And Arndt aboard on the fielder's choice.
Little 6-4.
That ball took a big-time hop on Schufer, and she caught it up around her ear.
Yeah, the infield's hard. We haven't had any rain for a while.
Nothing to measure, at least. Yeah, we got a few drops on the way back from Mark Twain on Friday night.
Yeah. Oh, 10.
Yeah,
maybe.
Oh, it was nice being home before 10 o'clock after a great football game.
Wasn't it, though?
This one hit to the second baseman. Little trouble, and they get the out at second. Good recovery that time for Akers, and a flip to Schufer to end the inning. Whew. We played 2.5 here. Clopton coming up, leading Mark Twain. Actually played 3.5. 4-1 our score. Clopton ahead on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Meyer Implement Company, County Market in Louisiana, and Hayden's Motorsports Center.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're for the people of Missouri. We're for kayakers, car dealers, grocery baggers, and mail carriers. We're for teachers, preachers, students, and singers. Armed service members, you bet we're for you. We're for people who shake your hand and say hello, not because they know you, but because they don't. We're for brewmasters, stockbrokers, beauty queens, and truck drivers. And don't worry, we're still for farmers too. Whatever you do, if you're a Missourian, we're for you.
Serving the Rawls County area, Missouri Farm Bureau agent Andy Smith.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102, is brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
Is the scoreboard operator a freshman too? Killing me today. We're in the bottom of the third inning, so we did play 2.5. And Clopton leads Mark Twain 4-1 as they bat in the home half here.
If you pay really close attention to that umpire, I'll tell you what the count is.
Uh-huh.
But I don't think it's the fourth inning just
no.
yet.
Bottom of the third, and there's a strike called on the first pitch to Shawnee Yates. Yates, Bazan, and Akers. Daskalakis if anyone gets on.
Yates reached on an error in the first.
And this one is hit hard to the shortstop, Martin. Got a nice hop to her and throws across to get Yates by plenty.
A rope by Yates that time. Good play by Martin to hang in there.
That's the first out. And he'll bring in Janaea Bazan. So Clopton was getting the little dinkers and dunkers to fall in the bottom of the first inning. Now they're hitting the ball hard, but right at people. That one low, dropped out of the zone, and it's a 1-0 count to Bazan.
Yeah, the old atom balls, as they call them.
Base is empty, one down, 1-0 count to Bazan.
Have I mentioned it's hot?
Yeah. Ooh, on the outside corner. Top outer half of the zone on that call, and it's a 1-1 count.
Bazan singled back in the first inning.
Popped up mile high, foul territory. Shading her eyes is Evans, and the third baseman makes the catch for the second out. 2 down, and it brings in Madison Akers. So the second time through the lineup, not nearly as successful for the Lady Hawks so far. That one on the corner, right on the black for strike one.
Well, we noticed late in the first inning, Harding started to, find her rhythm. And
this one off the pitcher and under the glove of the second baseman. That'll be an infield hit.
Hard hit ball by Akers that time.
So Clopton avoids the 1-2-3 inning, and it'll bring in Abby Daskalakis.
Daskalakis, a single back in the first.
Hard hit ball.
Had an RBI. RBIs by Schufer, Yates, and Daskalakis.
And the first pitch to Abby is on the corner. She's starting to own that outside corner right now.
Yes, she is.
Clopton not interested in running. That one a little high. Had the outside spot, just went up out of the zone. So a ball and a strike count to Daskalakis. The next, high again, 2-1.
Yeah, with 2 outs, you might as well run her, right?
That's what I'm thinking.
Arndt has a pretty good arm, but we haven't seen her throw during the game yet.
Ooh, swinging a miss late on that one was Daskalakis, and it's a 2-2 count. See if they send her here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, runner at first, 2 outs, and that one wasted. High and away, and the count goes full. Now she will be running. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at first will be off with the pitch. There it is, and a swing and foul tip into the glove of Arndt behind the plate. Clopton leaves a runner aboard, and we head to the 4th on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Sparks Maintenance Contracting, Night Owls Cafe, and RE/MAX Realty agent Elisha Koenig.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Kranka Metallurgical in New London specializes in heat treatment, brazing, soldering, and other welding practices. Family owned and operated, Kranka has been serving the area for the last 15 years. The gang at Kranka has the knowledge and experience to help you with all your heat treating needs, big or small. At Kranka, they know the metal industry, and they do the little things to get the job done right. Stop by Kranka Metallurgical today, 16369 Business Highway 61 in New London.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
To the fourth inning here at Clopton, the Hawks leading Mark Twain 4-1. All the offense came in the first inning. A couple of runs on pass balls in this ball game, and it'll be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters for the Tigers: Harding, Ross, and Clements. Halfway through the second time in the order for the Mark Twain Lady Tigers. And the first pitch from Yates is up and away for ball one. What did Bronwyn Harding do her first time up?
She struck out. One of 5 strikeout victims so far this afternoon.
That one bounces 2-0.
Again, she's just a freshman.
Comes up there with not just an elbow pad, but tape around that elbow pad. Wonder if the Velcro wore out.
Probably, and you know, it's her pitching arm, so get to sweating a little bit. That thing probably slides.
That one just high, and it's 3-0. The count to Harding.
Yates has yet to walk anybody in this game.
3-0 pitch. There's a get-over fastball. 3-1. I'd go right back with that. I bet she's taking on 3-1.
Absolutely.
The next, and she missed high and away. First walk issued, and the leadoff batter on again for Mark Twain.
Through that rise ball that's usually her strikeout pitch. We'll have a courtesy runner for the pitcher.
And that'll be number 22.
21.
Excuse me, 21, Raylan Stout. And the batter will be Audrey Ross. Runner at first, nobody out. The first to Ross is up high.
Ross had a double back in the first or second inning, I should say. Hard hit ball in the left center.
Swing and a miss. So she kind of lost the grip a little bit on the changeup. Floated up high, came back with a high fastball that Ross couldn't handle, and there's a swing and a miss. That's the changeup she likes. And it's a 1-2 count.
Just pump strikes, right?
Mm-hmm. 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called on the inside corner. That's the first out, and a big one here for Clopton.
Little inside rise curve, if you will. Broke back over the plate.
Brings in Mariah Clements.
She struck out back in the second.
Couple of steps in front of the bag at first and third, and this one is hit past third and into short left field. Runner will only advance one base, but there's runners at first and second, and Mark Twain has something cooking here in the top of the fourth inning.
Armour will come up, the sophomore. She struck out as well in the second inning. Yates, after a leadoff double, struck out the side in that inning.
Mm-hmm. Holding up on that first pitch rise ball was Armour, and it's a 1-0 count. Runners at first and second, one down. The pitch. Ooh, called a strike. Runner goes, and they've got her, but they missed the tag. The throw was to the third base, or the foul side of third base. She swung around, but getting in behind the tag was the runner, and there's runners at the corners now with just one out. There's a strike called. Runner will take second. No throw.
Yeah, she must have taken a little nap.
Yeah.
On the other steal.
Little oops there. 1-2. Got her on the rise ball, and that's the second out, strikeout. Second strikeout of the inning, rather.
7 for the game.
There's 2 down. 4-1, Clopton. Tying run at the plate for the Tigers here with 2 out.
Shepherd struck out, as I said, in the second.
Number 9 hitter laid off the outside pitch.
She battled, though, in her first at bat.
The 1-0 on its way. Fouled off, 1-1. Goes to the ticket booth.
She's on it if she can just square something up.
Somebody was trying to get in free while she was chasing that foul ball.
the diversion tactic.
Uh-huh.
It's Shepherd's mom trying to get in.
Swing and a miss. And the count goes to 1-2. Runner off third. That courtesy runner was kind of just wandering around between
you probably don't want to do
third
that.
and home. 1-2. Got her. Took something off. Strikes out the side, allows a couple of runners to get into scoring position, but they were left right there at second and third base. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Clopton will try to add to their 4-1 lead over Mark Twain on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Magruder Limestone Company and Dieter's Sign Company and T-Shirt Shop.
Your source for custom apparel and embroidery is South Lake Designs in Perry. With over 15 years of experience, the South Lake Designs team can outfit your school, business, club, or organization. South Lake Designs also offers promotional products and complete graphic design services. Let South Lake Designs be your creative partner in graphic design, screen printing, banners, yard signs, business cards, and much more. Follow South Lake Designs on Facebook or visit their website at southlakedesigns.com. South Lake Designs, 201 North Palmyra Street in Perry.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on the Eagle 102. Brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
4-1 as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. How do you get a Palmyra Street in Perry? Is that just trying to, a reminder who the enemy is there? Or?
Palmyra Street in Perry. Now, how would you know that?
I just heard that on the ad.
Oh. I wasn't listening.
Swing and a miss on the first pitch of the bottom of the 4th inning. It'll be Jarrett Smith and back to the top for Riley Kuntz.
Oh, I don't know. Same way you get North Carolina, South Carolina, and all those other state streets in Louisiana, I guess.
I guess so. State streets are a little different where I come from. That's an area you don't want to go. 1-1 the count. Bounces in, 2 balls and a strike to the freshman Jarrett. 4-1, Clopton leads here in the bottom of the 4th. All the action in this one happened in the first inning. Mark Twain got a run in the top half. Clopton answered with 4 in the bottom half. And that one is low, and it's 3-1. Harding has pitched better since, but hasn't had that 1-2-3 inning yet, has she?
It just helps to throw strikes.
Yeah.
You know, now she's over the plate, and you got to be ready to go.
And it's a walk. Missed high and away.
As I say that.
And the leadoff batter on.
Walk number 4 in the ball game.
And we're going to have a runner come in for Jarrett. And who's that going to be?
21, I believe.
Jasmine Hammett, who is a normal starter. So we'll see if she stays in the game in that 8th spot or if the freshman re-enters.
We shall see, right?
Good explanation by the home plate umpire there after 4 minutes of discussion, 21 for 23. That's thank you very much, sir. The batter will be Brea Smith. And she hits it toward the gap in right center. It's down. and will roll near the wall. It'll be extra bases. They're going to try and score that runner all the way from first. No throw. It's 5-1. Good piece of running there by Hammett just into the ball game.
She had a full steam, head of steam coming around third, so Brea Smith gets an RBI, her first hit of the game, and it's 5-1 Lady Hawks.
And she ends up in scoring position. Back to the top of the order for Riley Kuntz.
Kuntz has walked twice.
And takes a strike right down the middle for her third plate appearance. That ball wasn't hit extremely hard, just well placed in the gap there. A long way to run for the center fielder and just couldn't catch up with it. Throw down to second and almost picked off was Smith back there.
Well, that might tell you why Clopton hadn't run much. As I said, Arndt's got a pretty good arm.
Uh-huh.
You don't try and pick somebody off second unless you
have that
gun.
Pitch was a strike. It's 0-2 to Kuntz. The next swung on and missed. She was way out in front of that one. And a strikeout for Harding. That's the first out here in the bottom of the fourth inning.
Second strikeout of the game for Harding.
And brings in the catcher, Graham.
Graham walked and flew out to center.
Hits this one in the air. Shortstop wants it, makes the catch. As Martin puts it away for the second out. Runner at second with 2 down. And that'll bring in Kelsey Schufer. Schufer already has an RBI in this game.
Who's hit the ball hard once and a big hopper to the shortstop back in the second.
And takes one. It just inched out of the zone.
Yeah, that had a little movement right at the end. Right in our sight line.
And it's a 1-0 count. That one misses outside. Ooh.
That was a little closer.
Yep. He explains that it was outside. 2-0. Schufert ahead in the count. Can look for something here. 2-0. Drops out of the zone. 3-0. Good take there from the shortstop, Schufert. 3 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, and a runner at second base. And she takes a strike. Throw to the shortstop, and back into second is Brea Smith. Yeah, she's got an arm.
Yeah, she threw that from the squatting position. She didn't raise up.
The 3-1 offering is chopped to the shortstop. Plays it off to the side, and the throw to first in time to get Schufert. Clopton leaves a runner in scoring position. They push a run across and now lead the Mark Twain Lady Tigers 5-1 as we head to the 5th on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by the law offices of Briscoe and Brannon, Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic, and Central Bank of Audrain County.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Beinhoff Funeral Homes has a long history of caring, compassionate service for not just the families they serve, but the communities they call home. The Beinhoff name has been a staple around the area since 1943 and continue to look for ways to provide that extra attention to families during their most difficult times. Beinhoff Funeral Homes has 4 locations: Center, Perry, Ladonia, and Vandalia. For more information, visit their website at beinhofffuneralhome.com.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Well, after that first inning, the pace of play has picked up quite a bit.
It certainly has. Amazing what happens when both pitchers throw strikes.
Back to the top again for Mark Twain, and that'll be Emily Evans.
Evans is 1 for 2, single, and reached on an error.
5-1. Clopton adds a run on an RBI double by Brea Smith. And this one chopped foul to Coach Parcell in the third base box. I want to go over and do a game at Mark Twain. They got those great new diamonds, yeah. 0-1.
Talk to management.
Yeah. I do what I want. No.
Okay. Well, let's go. What are we waiting on?
Oh, the game's here today.
Oh, yeah.
1-1 pitch, and this one's lifted into short right field. Brea Smith says, I've got it, and she makes the two-hand catch for the first out. One down, and that'll bring in Kenley Epperson.
Kenley also 1 for 2, single in the first, and popped out to the second baseman in the third.
Kind of shaking her head as she gets in the box. First pitch she sees is right down the middle for strike one. She says, all right, I've seen it now. Steps back in. 0-1, up high, ball and a strike.
Third time through the order. Shouldn't be too many surprises from this pitcher. If you've been paying any attention.
1-1 count. And the pitch from Yates. There's a little, I guess, a change. Yeah.
Nah, it's a little low curveball.
Yeah, she hasn't thrown it too much, just once or twice today. Little wrinkle there. And a swing and a miss. Got her. Went from the inside part of the plate with the first one to the outside of the plate, and she swung through it.
Yep, that one curved off the plate a little bit. Fooled Epperson. 9th strikeout of the game for Yates.
And Yates can do that to you. She can add a wrinkle here and there.
Yes, she can.
Take something out of the playbook for a little bit and then put it back in. Outside on the first delivery to Autumn Arndt.
She hasn't been heard from yet today. Struck out and reached on a fielder's choice.
She digs back in. Ahead in the count 1-0, and that one is nubbed toward the on-deck circle. Evens the count at a ball and a strike.
Right off the fist.
Fifth inning, top half, 5-1 Clopton. 2 outs, base is empty. Graham's mask camouflaged, but she can still find it at the plate when she tosses it off. That one on the inside corner, called strike 2.
That little curveball. I talked about it. She can learn to throw that low in the zone. She's kind of found it here in the last couple innings.
1-2 pitch, pop foul off the top of the backstop, and new ball goes out to the pitcher, Shanna Yates.
Yates just a junior.
Another 1-2 pitch. Just outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
There's a little back of the hand changeup. You can see it really good here. When she throws at it, spins backwards or sideways probably more.
The 2-2. This one is hit over the shortstop and into left center field. 2-out hit. And a courtesy runner will come in for Arndt.
Not terribly hard hit. Kind of got it on the near the end of the bat, and it just had enough lift to get over the shortstop's head.
Jaylee Gilbert, the courtesy runner. And the batter will be Taylor Martin.
Martin is 0 for 2.
This one fouled past Coach Wilson in the first base box.
She grounded out and reached on a fielder's choice.
0-1 the count.
We're in the 5th. 5-1 Hawks lead it.
Daskalakis guarding the first base line. And a swing and a miss. She was trying to pull that down the third base line. 0-2.
Yates have another strikeout in her?
I think she does. Spins the ball in her right hand and delivers. And this one is hit off the end of the bat, and she caught it on the fly. Good play by Kelsey Schufer. Took that off her shoestrings for the 3rd out. Mark Twain leaves a 2-out hit aboard. And we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Time to stretch here at Clopton. The Hawks lead the Lady Tigers 5-1 on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company, Craig Bowen, CPA, and Mick Mailer & Sons, Backhoe and Excavating.
Carla Northcutt CPA LLC wishes area teams the best of luck this season and understands that teamwork is a key part in the winning combination. Carla Northcutt has worked to provide Perry and surrounding communities with the best and most accurate service for the last 8 years. The accounting firm offers tax planning and preparation, financial statement preparation, bookkeeping, and payroll services for individuals, businesses, and even farms. When it comes to accounting and tax services, think Carla Northcutt CPA LLC, 28738 Highway 19 in Perry.
The best coverage of high school sports is on KJFM. Brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
The pitcher Yates to lead things off for Clopton in the home half of the fifth. First pitch she sees from Harding is lifted behind second base, moving back on it, and unable to make the catch is Clements. She had that ball in her glove all the way to the ground, and then it just rolled out. Never had it firmly in that right-hand glove.
She had some sort of possession of it for 2 or 3 seconds before it finally fell out of her glove.
But not long enough or not well enough to avoid the error.
I don't believe she ever had control.
So the leadoff batter on, and a courtesy runner, Parker, back out there. Skylar Parker for Clopton. And that one just off the corner. That's a pretty good pitch to start Janaea Bazan with.
Bazan 1 for 2. Singled back in the first, popped out to the third baseman.
1-0, and that one's lifted, fouling out of play. And look out for that hood. All right, they stopped just in time.
Yeah, and she says, oh, my. Yeah, it would really be bad luck if you pull into the ballpark and get a hail damage from a big yellow softball.
1-1 the count to Bazan. That one is ripped foul off the side fence past the Clopton dugout. 1-2. Coach Francis calls out 1-6-2.
See what that is. Hit it. 2 strikes, hit it.
Yeah.
Hit it if it's a strike.
That one right back at us.
Foul right back at you.
It's pretty good sound off that wood at the bottom of the backstop. Bazan stays alive. That's what 1-6-2 was. Foul it back at Froelich. This one lifted behind first base.
That's trouble.
Yeah, it is. And overrunning it is the second baseman, Bazan. Safe at first. The throw goes to third to hold the courtesy runner, Parker, at second base. But runners at first and second now for Clopton with nobody out.
Couple of hits for Bazan this afternoon. Maybe the Hawks may be back in business, leading 5-1 here in the bottom of fifth.
They'd love to tack on. It'll bring in Akers. And she takes one on the inside corner for strike one.
Akers singled in her last at bat and was out on a force out or a bunt.
That one up in the air.
Time up.
She almost got hit again, this time outside her car.
I think I'm going to go back out and start over again if I'm that person.
Yeah. 0-2. The count to Akers. That one lifted in the air down the line and foul by about 4 feet.
Down the right field line. Had trouble written all over it.
Yeah, they re-stamped it foul ball. 0-2 the count. 2 Akers, runners at first and second. Hawks trying to add to that 5-1 lead. The pitch from Harding is up and away for ball one. Ball and 2 strikes. They're playing back at the corners. Misses away again. 2-2 the count.
And with 2 strikes, you can't expect a bunt from Akers.
2 balls, 2 strikes. The next from Harding is just chopped down the line, kind of a swinging bunt, and that is played. I thought it was on the line when she played it. Called a foul ball by the home plate umpire.
No, he called it a fair ball, I think.
Did he? He did. I thought it was fair, but it was such a nonchalant call. I thought it was. He said foul. So the bases are loaded now. An infield hit.
That was weird.
Yeah.
She'd let it roll another 2 feet. It'd have been foul because it was spinning to the foul territory.
And the first pitch to Abby Daskalakis is called a strike.
Single back in the first, struck out in the third. She can put some distance in this game with a hit.
That one high, throw back to third, and just avoiding the tag is Parker.
And she might have been out.
I think she was able to suck in the stomach just enough not to.
She didn't have any stomach to suck in.
No.
What are you talking about?
This one off the end of the bat, and it finds a spot over the pitcher in front of the charging second baseman, and it's an RBI single for Daskalakis. In the scorebook, that looks like she lined it somewhere.
Goodness gracious.
6-1. And the softball gods are smiling on Clopton in this ball game.
Her second RBI of the game, actually, and Brooke Jarrett back in the game.
And a low strike called to make it 0-1. Wow.
We haven't had a ball hit out of the infield, and we've got a run, and bases loaded still.
That's Cardinal baseball right there.
Kind of.
This one chopped under the glove of the pitcher and into center field and off of her glove. And multiple runs are going to cross. 1, 2. Stopping at third. No, Daskalakis is going to try and score all the way from first, and she's in. It's a bases clearing hit for the number 8 hitter, Jarrett. And all of a sudden, it's 9-1 in favor of the Hawks.
Yeah, a couple RBIs for Jarrett.
Yeah, we'll give her 2, not the third one.
Exactly. As the air allowed the other run to score.
And you could see it. Ross looked up to see where the runners were. Just as that ball was getting it to her, it took a hop and it was gone. This one popped up behind second base. The shortstop grabs it. Jarrett stays at third, and there's one away.
Well, that's the thing about a baseball field. Playing softball on it, the outfielders don't get the ball. The ball doesn't come to them in the grass hardly ever. And that ball, it wasn't hit that hard, but it was like a hard ground ball, by the time it got to her, and it took a little hop on her.
This one chopped foul to the Clopton dugout, and Coach Dalton McKinney made a nice play on it.
Kuntz with a couple of walks and a strikeout in the game.
So Smith retired on the pop out, and an 0-1 count now to Riley Kuntz. And that one apparently a little high.
I'm speechless.
1-1 the count.
Speechless.
If Kuntz comes home, the ball game is over. That one's fouled back, and a 1-2 count, and the home plate umpire out of balls.
Deacon Windsor, the principal of Mark Twain, needs to hustle it up a little bit, round up these foul balls over there.
1-2 to Kuntz. Strike 3 called, and that's the second out.
Third strikeout of the game for Harding.
Brings in Danica Graham, the catcher.
Graham hitless with a walk. 2 outs.
And this one grounded slowly to the third baseman. She's going to have to hurry, and a nice scoop at first to get the out there. Clopton leaves a runner at third, but they score a few more to make it 9-1 after 5 full innings over Mark Twain on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Center Locker Service, Knight Equipment Company, and Sharp Shine Car Wash and Storage.
Center Locker Service has served thousands of satisfied customers throughout Missouri and surrounding states for over 60 years, specializing in custom beef, pork, and deer processing. Center Locker Service invites you to fill up your freezer this year with delicious meat products. Invest in quality meats like steaks, chops, bacon, hams, ribs, sausage, roast, and more. Fast, friendly service is always featured too at Center Locker Service, 107 South Public in Center. Stop in or phone soon toll free 1-800-884-0737 or visit us at centerlocker.com.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes to the Philadelphian favorite water ice, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
6th inning here at Clopton High School. Mark Twain coming up, trailing the Lady Hawks 9-1. They led this game 1-0 after a half inning. Clopton came back with 4 in the bottom half, added a run in the 4th, and added 4 more in the 5th to lead this game by 8.
Yep, dueling 4 spots. Didn't hit the ball actually terribly hard, just hit it in the right spot. Helped out by a leadoff error in that inning. And 4 of those runs, just 2 of them earned.
Now to bring in the pitcher, Bronwyn Harding. She's the number 5 hitter, so Harding, Ross, and Clements.
Harding a strikeout victim in the 1st, walked in the 4th.
And the first pitch she sees goes just high for ball 1.
Shadows starting to creep across the field at Yates' feet right now, covering up home plate.
There's a strike call. There is a little sliver of light in between the pitcher and the batter, but they're both in the shadows. Swing and a miss. 1-2 the count. That was a big-time cut there for Harding.
Nice rise ball by Yates.
1-2. Base is empty. Nobody out. Tiger pitcher digs back in. And this one grounded foul past third. And having to run after it for a while is Jarrett. There's a ball shortage here.
Yeah. I wonder where the other ones went.
1-2 the count. There's strike 3 called. Got her looking, and that's the first out here in the top of the 6th.
That low rise ball. Right where you want it. Strikeout number 10 for Yates.
Brings in Audrey Ross, the center fielder. Where's number 0? Seems like Mark Twain always has a softball player with 0. This one, tomahawked about 2 miles high and will fall in front of the Clopton dugout. Strike 1.
Number 0. Yeah, you don't see that number very often in baseball. Used to be illegal in basketball.
Not anymore, though.
Nope.
There's a swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. How long till they start allowing 6, 7, 8, 9 in basketball at the high school level? This one is hit into left field and caught by Brooke Jarrett for the second out.
I doubt that that'll ever happen because they have a limited roster in high school.
Yeah, but there's
15 players. There's already plenty of numbers to cover 15 players.
Yep. But people like LeBron.
I don't think the National Federation, FHS, cares about LeBron. National Federation, who sets the rules.
Ball on the first pitch, and this one hit foul to the third baseman to even the count at 1-1 to Mariah Clements.
And LeBron's changed his number so many times, how do you keep track of it?
Well, I mean, there's just been 2 numbers.
Yeah.
6 and 23, back and forth.
Well, that's teams he changes all the time.
Yeah, exactly. This one, tomahawk foul over the concession stand, and that's about as close as I think I've had one to my car here.
You're going to get it one of these days.
We're all going to get it one of these days.
Oh, no, not where I'm parked. They'd have to throw it over there on purpose.
Here it comes. This one hit in the air. Short right field coming in on it is Brea, and she holds on. Kind of tripped on the lip of the infield dirt. but able to stretch out and keep that one in her glove even as she's tumbling awkwardly to the ground. 1, 2, 3 go the Mark Twain Lady Tigers. We're heading to the bottom of the 6th inning. Clopton coming up leading 9-1 on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Orff Construction, Prairie's Edge Garden Center, and Penrod Real Estate.
Sharp Shine Car Wash and Sharp's Storage Center is a family-owned and operated business that proudly serves Northeast Missouri. Sharp Shine Car Wash offers an automatic wash and 2 self-serve bays and even a bay for trucks, RVs, and boats. Open 24 hours a day, Sharp Shine Car Wash in Center is ready to serve you.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock, agent, and Perkins Electrical Services.
Bottom of the 6th inning.
Shepherd, Yates, and Bazan. I'm sorry. A couple of runs will end this.
Yeah. You can get 2 now or you can get 3 outs in the top of the 7th. Either way, it's a Clopton win. I'd like it do it now. And that one up high on the first pitch to Kelsey Schufer. 1-0. Both starters still in there. As Bronwyn Harding delivers a 1-0 pitch and checked her swing, took a strike. Did Schufer.
Schufer 1 for 3. Ground out to short twice. Single all the way back in the first inning. Has an RBI to her credit as well.
The 1-1 pitch. Misses the outside corner, 2-1.
That one a little further out.
The 2-1. Fouled back, evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Schufer just missed. And she'll dig back in. Even with the bag at third, step in front at first, and this one is hit over the first baseman and to the right fielder for a leadoff hit.
Line drive by Shepherd. Well, I'm not going to say she's going to finish 2 for 4, but a couple hits for her nonetheless.
Brings in Yates.
Yates has hit the ball hard Well, 2 of the 3 times and has nothing to show for it.
Tough luck day at the plate, and this one chopped to the third baseman. They're going to try and get the lead runner and throw it away. Into right field. The right fielder was backing up first base, so she's still trying to get it. Run will come all the way around and score. And at third, now the potential game-ending runner in Yates. So a fielder's choice and an error. And it's 10-1 in favor of the Hawks.
4th error of the game on Mark Twain.
Bazan will be the hitter. No RBI for Yates.
That's true. So Bazan can end this thing.
Yes, she could. So could a ball back to the screen. So could
just
a lot of things.
What is it, 8 or 7 things, I think, can bring a runner home from third? I'll let you name those.
I got it started. There's a strike called, and it's 0-1.
Bazan's got a couple of hits.
That one almost hit her. Okay. So just 7 in any situation, or
7 things that can happen at this at bat that'll get this runner
at this at bat.
Right.
Okay. This one is one of them, and this ball game is over. Hits it to center field. Bazan will keep running, but the game is ended. It'll be an RBI single, and 11-1 is our final. Clopton ends it in 6 over Mark Twain, and we'll be back with the postgame show for you after this on KJFM.
The Eagle 102 postgame show is coming up, brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Time now for the Eagle 102 post-game show on KJFM. Sponsored by Abel's Quick Shops.
11-1 in 6 innings is our final. Clopton over Mark Twain here at Clopton High School. And Mark Twain led after a half inning, 1-0. And Clopton answers with 4 in the bottom half of that inning. Adds 1 in the fourth, adds 4 more in the fifth, and 2 more here in the sixth to end it early on the Mercy. 11-1 the final. And Mark Twain, they've got some really good athletes out there. They got to get that softball IQ up a little bit, whether it be committing an error, just taking your eye off the ball, worrying too much about runners, or trying to do too much like we saw in that last inning, throwing to second to try and get the lead runner when you just need an out at that point.
Right. And, we talked about it. They had 4 errors in the game and 4 errors, 4 walks. So that's 8 batters that got on base that maybe shouldn't have, and you just can't do that if you're going to win softball games. You can't give up that many free outs, and Clopton took advantage of it.
Yeah, Clopton probably not their cleanest game of the year, but they grab a Mercy win in 6 innings.
Well, they got good pitching out of Yates, though. She went 6 innings, gave up 5 hits, just 1 earned run, walked 1 and struck out 10. So a good game for her. I think we'd probably agree. Maybe she didn't have her best stuff, but she battled. You had 4 runs in the. 5 of the runs of the game started out in the first inning. We're sitting here going, "Oh my, what's this going to be?" And we were wrong. We started on time, and we got done in an hour and 19 minutes.
Can't ask for anything more. 11-1, our final in 6 innings. Clopton over Mark Twain. We'll have more of the post-game show for you after this on KJFM.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, Buddy Bibb, or Kathy Gam at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season with Eagle 102. Brought to you by Mike's Tire and Service Center, Bank of Louisiana, and a taste of Philly.
11-1, our final. Clopton over Mark Twain in 6 innings here at Clopton High School. Hot day. Pretty day for a softball game. But glad we're out of here in an hour and a half because it was
they'd be a pretty hot day.
Blistering hot.
When we started, it was. Yes, it was.
Clopton.
Cooling off now, though.
Yeah, it's really nice right now. But Clopton, they had a little luck on their side today. Some balls got down that probably on a normal day don't. Finding little soft spots in the Mark Twain defense, both infield and outfield. I mean, you hit a ball an inch over the pitcher's glove that falls in front of the second baseman by about 2 inches.
Yeah, they scored 3 runs, and 3 of the runs in the 5th with not a ball getting out of the infield.
Yeah.
And then you had a base hit up the middle and an error by the center fielder that helped them score. So. They raised the record to 8-5. There's not much else we can say. Mark Twain drops to 7-13, and I think they'll both be in action again on Thursday.
Yep, I don't know if we have anything planned or in the
do.
works for Thursday.
I think we're teaming up for another big-time football game on Friday.
Yep, we are. We'll be at Bowling Green for Week 6 actions. We're already past the halfway point of the high school football season. Bowling Green, after a 28-14 victory over Mark Twain on Friday night, one of the best games we've done all season. They'll be at home to take on North Callaway. So a 6:30 pregame, and they'll be redoing the homecoming coronation that night.
Good.
Because they didn't get to do that at a football game against Wright City a couple of weeks ago. So they'll be redoing that on Friday night at Bowling Green. So 6:30 our pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff as Bowling Green takes on North Callaway in Week 6, trying to stay a perfect on the season. They're 4-0 right now. Would love to make it 5-0 and really put a stranglehold on the EMO conference.
Yes, they will if they can win that game.
We'll see you then. For Jim Ross, Mark Froenig saying thanks for listening to high school softball here on Eagle 102.
You've been listening to Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Join us each week as we bring you the best of area high school sports on air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. You can find a full recap of scores online and daily during Eagle 102 Sports, all from your area sports leader, KJFM Radio. You're listening to KJFM Louisiana Bowling Green, 102.1 on your dial, all day, every day. Eagle 102 KJFM Radio.